So we just met the Asari. I don't know what her name is. I don't remember. We can actually go look. She wants us to, excuse me. She wants us to go find someone else. What's her name? Oh, Sha'ira? I know I'm probably saying it wrong. We got a lot to do. I'm still exploring this place. But there's a guy that she wants us to talk to because I don't know why. I literally don't remember. I don't even know if I understood when she was telling me what it was. Let me look at this map. So we just went to the consort chambers. Oh, we can go to the Emporium and the bank. I think that's straight ahead. I didn't even know we were like right by the consort place until we were there. So that's convenient. Oh, look at another Anita, Avina. I was saying Anita. Oh, this statue. Hmm. Indeed. What species is this? I don't think we met this one yet. What do you guys think about that?
Sure is peaceful here.
Yeah.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
All right, Ashley. We're gonna have to talk. We can't have that kind of attitude on the squad. Okay.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3.
I thought it said
Here in
terminally
the
ill.
financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the council.
Hold on. Hi, Mom. Thank you. This is my mood disorder hat. All right. So, in the aftermath of blah 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 blah. So there was. I kind of wanted her to tell me again. All I know is that creature's a Krogan.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other council
Well, that is very
species.
interesting.
The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
So I was like watching this video about Mola Mola, which I think that's what they're called, like sunfish. They don't really have like any defense mechanisms for real. Like, have you ever seen a sunfish? They're gigantic, but they can't really move around and do anything. But they have really thick skin that I guess like when they start getting bit by animals, they can't like feel it for a while. I don't know how that super benefits, but they're basically easy pickings in the ocean. But they have like hundreds of millions of babies or something like that. So they populate so much, and it made me think about the Krogans who were like mass reproducing to the point where they needed new land or felt like they did, and that's why they started invading other territories. That's super interesting to me because I don't know about a lot of that in history. Like I do, what it made me think of the most was Genghis Khan or whoever was he was the one, right, who was like going around. He had like 60,000 kids or something like that. You know, how do I say this? Maybe I don't know if that's why he was colonizing places and taking places over, but that would be an interesting reason. Like, oh, we need more space. Oh, I have too many kids. But I'm trying to think of any other people have done colonization like throughout history, but because of population overgrowth, though, specifically because they needed more. Like people will say like population growth in terms of like capitalism and like industry, but like specifically because you just have so many humans though, like that. I don't know. Okay. That was really interesting for me. Sounds like a vicious cycle. Okay, wait. Well, I got so caught up in what I was saying. For first, the Conjure members, oh yeah, they were fighting to bring the Krogan under control. And then I guess they discovered the Turians, and then like Turians are so like I guess really great that they were able to help. Sounds like a vicious cycle. Yeah.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
Just one Turian
I
in
am
particular.
sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
So it's so one-dimensional thinking.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The the Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to
I
the
mean, did it?
rebellions.
Are they okay?
Unfortunately,
No.
the Krogan refused
Okay.
to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Well, that's unfortunate. Serves them right? No. Ooh, Rachni, we haven't met them.
Rachni Wars.
I wonder if they're still alive.
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy.
I wonder if it was
that
those
lasted for
creatures
nearly 3
that we
centuries.
saw on the computers.
The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Oh, so there are no more Rachni. I wonder who those green people with the legs are. That look kind of like praying mantis. Crabs. Well, thank you. That's a little extreme. Well, duh. I'm not even gonna say that.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avena. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you. I love learning. Alright, this is the perfect game to be drinking tea. Emporium Shopkeeper. Ah, man. How are we looking on money? Wonder what kind of stuff they have here. Oh, what an interesting creature. Hello. Ah.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
So long? She talking about his body?
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please
Delaninder.
take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
I'd like to buy something.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
View non-human armors? I'm not even a non-human. I'm kind of curious though. Non-human armors? Wow, so that's cool. You can buy armor for other species? Maybe we can have other species on our like team eventually. That would make sense to me. But we don't have them today. Wait, look, come on. We don't have to exit out completely.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see
Yeah,
some of its
let's-
fantastic-
Show me your items.
Let me see the standard
Oh,
art
this one
items.
is
Okay. Can we afford any? Oh, 70,000? No. A Chameleon Tool 2? Omni tools are multi-purpose diagnostic and manufacturing. Well, I don't even know which ones I have. I don't want to buy one I already have. It doesn't say if I already have it. What is this? Citrifination license for the Normandy Quartermaster? I don't even know what that is. And that's like, and like if I try to sell something, I'm not sure if it's better to sell stuff or convert it to Omnigel still. Maybe if I have two of something, I'll sell one. I have a bunch of, well, these are different. I don't know yet. I'm not ready. I want to see what the upgrades are though. Ah, what is this? Fusion Explosive 2? Contain a small amount of radioactive polonium that is dispersed on detonation. Targets caught in the blast experience varying degrees of radiation poisoning plus 25% toxic damage. Ammo, phasic rounds. Instead of projectiles, upgraded weapons release charged particle bolts that can bypass kinetic barrier shields. However, the actual damage done to the target is typically less than what's done by a standard round. Plus 25% shield bypass, negative 30% damage. I don't even know. Toxic seals, specially sealed body armor provides increased protection against radiation, gases, and a host of other toxins. Plus 40% toxin resistance. That could be... I'm gonna buy this actually. I feel like that could be a decent... Did I buy it? Oh my gosh! Wait. Why... Do I not know how to do math? It must be that. Okay, let's not spend any more money. Like we have any money to spend. That went away very quickly. Very quickly. Craziness. How fast money just disappears. These guys, I thought these might be the Rachni, but maybe they're not insects. Look, I don't look like insects though. If that's okay for me to say. Completely, like, you know, no offense taken. Or, you know what I mean? No offense intended. Okay. Am I walking in a circle? No. I haven't been here. Oh, Bar Levon. Who are you?
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. You were at Torfin, correct?
Correct.
You led the final assault against the enemy base, if memory serves.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Bar Levon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
I see. You're nicer than Din.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise.
It's like a financial advisor?
I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Is this legal?
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
I don't super understand. I don't know if I mentally can tonight.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters.
80% is pretty
Only the
high.
most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepherd. People like us.
Oh, see, that's they're doing that whole elitism talk again. Okay, hold on. Tell me about the wards.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I'm not really feeling his vibe.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't trust him, and I can barely understand him, like, concept-wise. I don't understand. When people start talking about money, I fail to really listen. It's not that interesting a subject for me. Oh, because that's right. We have fast travel in this game. Oh, wait, no! I didn't mean to click that. I was just nearby trying to run. That's not, I feel like that was efficient. It wasn't so bad. Oh, Keeper!
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Listen, she said it in a derogatory way. I said it in a...
disturb
not
the
that way.
keepers.
Oh, these are the Keepers! These are the ones, they're not even counted. They, like, sustain the Citadel, but they're not counted as part of the population. Don't disturb it, but can I examine it?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Oh, can you tell me about them?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular relay monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel.
Huh.
You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way.
I would like to talk to
The
one.
keepers are essential to the
If they
operation of the
consent.
Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
I want to know how they're, like, compensated. And how they feel about their role in this society.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Why?
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That is very interesting. And I wonder, for the other species of the galaxy we're in that have discovered this place, I wonder what their first, like, interpretation of the Keepers were. Because, who was it? The Protheans? They're the ones who build the Citadel, right? I don't remember if it's them or the Quarians. I can't remember. I think it's the Protheans. Maybe they left behind some documents or something that lets other people know, like, hey, the Keepers are like this, don't talk to them, blah, or whatever. Also, obviously, Keepers make me think of bumblebees, like beekeepers. Like, the way that she's describing it seems very hive mind, but I don't know. It's interesting.
Tell me more about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari
It's
who
kinda
first
nice.
arrived at the Citadel, the relay monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean
Yeah,
humanity?
Prothean.
A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
For all we know, that could be a bomb that's, like, set to go off, like, in, like, 100,000 years or something. Like, it's just, like, some... Who knows? If they don't know.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
I got clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
Why would you even mention that then?
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
Okay, I think I learned everything. So I just remember that I'm actually supposed to, like, be super professional-ish, but also, like, I don't know, forthright on convincing the council that Saren is an enemy of the galaxy now and humanity. They're not going to care about that part, so I probably shouldn't mention that. Okay, come on, we're being professional, get in.
The council isn't gonna ask me any questions, are they?
Hope not, you got a bad attitude.
Reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Please leave this to me. Okay? Just me and my shadow, okay? Man, we're going all the way up this tower. It's crazy. elevator music is so funny. Okay, let's go. Wow. It's like a nice hotel or something. Garrus?
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
He knows.
Stall the council. Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Oh, we talked to Paulin. Garrus, we on the same page.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
You blew it is crazy.
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Alright, Garrus.
You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Alright, he's chill. We got another homie Turian. I really like their race. I really liked Nihilus, so it's nice we have another one that we can maybe be friends with. They just seem cool to me. Just want to know if there's other people we can talk to before we go in. Probably not. Oh, look at this keeper's not even doing anything. Just hanging out. If we talk to him or interact, they said you can even go to jail. Well, fascinating. Just, they're very chill. Low-key. I'm trying to be more chill and low-key myself. What a challenge. What a process. Alright, where is this place? Ah, Captain. Oh, yeah. This is my boss. Captain, you ready?
The hearing's already started. Come on.
We got this, dude. No sweat. Oh, man.
The death attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in
Oh, we have eyewitnesses.
Investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your
They didn't ask the guy who was hiding behind the thing?
Eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold
Yeah,
blood.
exactly.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker.
They mean
hardly
human.
compelling proof.
Human dock
I
worker.
resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be
Oh,
your
this is
first
Saren!
Commander
Oh my
Shepard.
gosh, I didn't realize he was there for the trial.
Get destroyed.
That was you, not me? We can't prove that. We can't prove that. Let's keep our head cool.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed.
I didn't realize that he was here this whole
What
time.
can you expect from a human?
See, he hates us? That sounds so, like, childish. Yope is stupid. Insults? Typical. Yeah, this is good. You gotta keep your head cool.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
She didn't keep it as cool as I imagined.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
I didn't even ask. I was just
There's no right
nominated.
to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I'll find proof. Quit protecting him. We gotta keep cool.
You can't hide behind the council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now?
Can we not scan our minds?
Defend my innocence against this kind of testimony.
I agree.
I didn't say I had a dream about him.
Must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Listen. No. I don't want to be accusatory right now.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
She always got something smart to say. Pick the least
Council has
hostile
found
option.
No evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
Man, he's still the Spectre? That means he has, like...
This meeting is adjourned.
There's no laws that really that are, like... I don't know. Above him. Except for the council, maybe. They better not blame this on me.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much
Oh, do they?
It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
How do you know Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable.
Yeah.
We need to find some way to expose
Apparently we don't have cameras in this universe.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator?
Oh yeah, Garrus is
Saw him
cool.
arguing with the executor.
I don't want to get Garrus killed.
He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
I'll talk to him. He could be useful. I'll talk to him.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Okay. I gotta have the captain's back.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right.
Okay.
I need to step aside.
Alright.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Wasn't I down there?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
Did you not just
About
tell
20
me?
years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Sounds terrible. So would I. It's crazy. What? I would not do that. Okay.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Guy's a scumbag.
Didn't say all
Should've been
that.
cut loose a long time
Jeez, that's not
He
even
was
what I
one of the
said.
first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes.
Right.
They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The
Sounds
Council
so
prefers to
shady.
use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
Yeah, and how often does that happen?
It doesn't happen often.
Okay.
The council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
That makes sense.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
I would make a good Spectre.
To join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born.
That's really cool.
The council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
Yeah.
There is no command.
That's what I think, like each one's individual.
Each Spectre answers directly to the council. Sometimes they're sent.
I wonder how many there are.
Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are.
Huh.
The
He's giving us a lot of
alliance
information.
puts their numbers under 100.
Okay.
But the council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
Oh, that's why everybody on board was freaking out about Nihilus. Okay. Sheesh. Oh, Bar Levon, yeah, the banker.
Tell me about Bar Levon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal.
Oh, okay.
He knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I love how much information he's giving me.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's it.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
To be honest, I have to actually cut this short because I'm really hungry and I cannot concentrate. Plus, I'm a little too anxious to play right now. But I appreciate how much information we learned in this little round. I will be back